Hi, this is Paul. I want to make a video about impeachment. I know I kind of don't want to keep doing these videos about Donald Trump, but he just keeps doing stuff. And again, he's just an evil, narcissistic idiot that's the president, unfortunately, and we got to deal with this idiot. And I'm praying that they win, Democrats win the House in next year in 2026 so they can, you know, start issuing subpoenas and start blocking more Trump's. That's why I think he's trying to speed through everything quick, because I think he has a feeling, because he's screwing up the economy and he's trying to tell these universities what they have to do, what they can do and what they can't do, and suspending money and all this stuff. Just being a tyrant, okay, being a real tyrant, a real dictator, okay. And I think karma is going to come for him. I know I've said that in another video that karma is going to come for him, but it is. I think it is. And all those people, he this time he made sure he got enough yes men around him. Yes, men and women. And I'm talking about you, Marco Rubio, the woman that's what's her name? I can't remember her name. Who's the Attorney General now. Her too. I think all these people, all these yes people that he got now, they're all going to get indicted. I think what's going to happen? They're going to do all the corruption and stuff, and then when it comes time for when the next president comes, they're all going to get indicted. And I definitely think whoever the next president is going to be, which I think will probably be a Democrat, you need to hire an attorney general, and they need preferably Jack Smith, because I think Jack Smith is one of the top-notch guys. And you tell that attorney general on day one, I want most of his cabinet indicted, okay, for going along with all his illegal and criminal acts, okay, disappearing people from the street, trying to tell universities what they can and what they can't do, and suspending, people's payments and stuff, firing veterans and all this stuff. It's all going to come back to him. I just know it's going to happen. All these people that are all these yes people for Donald Trump, they're going to get indicted. And once and I think at the very least Donald Trump is going to get impeached. He's definitely going to get impeached again. I think that's going to happen, because I think the Democrats will win the House. Because I don't know if they'll win the Senate. I think Senate might be a tougher thing to do, but I definitely think Donald Trump is probably going to get impeached again. He may get impeached twice. Okay, I definitely can see that happening. Okay, for all this stuff that he's doing, and right now he's fighting, and the gentleman that went to got shipped to El Salvador, that the senator went over there to visit and stuff. Okay, and they're still ignoring the Supreme Court and stuff, and that's why exactly. And the Supreme Court has nobody to blame for it but themselves, because they're the ones, the idiots that said Donald Trump basically has immunity from when he does presidential acts, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so they basically did it to themselves. Okay, and the very fact that that he's ignoring, and they definitely need to hold them in contempt. And you need to put those the attorney general and those lawyers, okay, when they come to the courtroom, say, I'll hold you in contempt. If you don't do what you're not going to, follow what my order, you're going to go to jail, okay, and put them in jail. You're going to have to do that to show that you mean business, because Donald Trump, like I said, he's a criminal, and he's acting like a criminal, a wannabe dictator, acting like a dictator, okay? So I just think, again, all these people that have blindly followed, he made sure he stacked his cabinet with a sufficient amount of yes people that won't question anything he does, okay? And I think at the end of the day, what's going to happen is all these people are going to get indicted. I think a good majority of his cabinet is going to get indicted, okay? When he, and then of course Trump is going to probably throw them under the bus as well. When the indictments come out, he's going to probably try to throw them underneath the bus. But I still definitely think Trump is getting impeached, and he may get impeached twice. I can see it happening easily, okay? Because he's ignoring Supreme Court orders and stuff, and now all these cases are in court because he's trying to act like a dictator and trying to think that he can ignore the courts and stuff. And I think the only thing that's going to stop him, slow him down, besides these temporary orders, is going to be if the Democrats win the House, which I think they will. Okay, and then you can start subpoenaing people left and right. You start subpoenaing Mike Johnson. I would subpoena Mike Johnson, subpoena all those members, subpoena Elon Musk, all of them. Okay, and like I was telling my friend at work, the next president, whoever that is, they need to suspend all the Elon Musk contracts. So suspend all of his contracts. That's it. And I would hire back all those inspector generals that Trump fired. Okay, which he knew, again, and these weak-willed Republicans that won't stand up to, I think it was at least Murkowski said, "Oh, she's afraid." Then if you're afraid, what the hell are you in office for? Okay, okay. Why the hell are you in office and rubber stamping everything does if you're afraid? Okay, resign. Okay, resign if you're not going to fight back. It's just it's really quite ridiculous, and that's why people can't stand politicians. Okay, because they're the absolute worst. They're cowards and just won't do it. They won't, and especially Republicans. They will not stand up to Donald Trump at all, no matter what he does. Okay, they're a bunch of weaklings. Okay, but like I said, he's going to get impeached. I definitely see him getting impeached again, maybe twice getting impeached. Okay, you never know with him because he's still thinking that he can get away with stuff. And I think Donald Trump is going to, like I said, that karma is going to come for him. Okay, and I definitely think if he don't die first, he's going to wind up in prison. I really think that's going to happen to him this time because I think whoever else is the next president is going to be, Democratic president is going to be, they're going to tell the Attorney General to indict Trump. Okay, do not wait. Indict him on day one when he gets sworn in. Okay, and when that person gets sworn in, indict him. They got so many things they can indict him on. Okay, and I think that's definitely going to happen. But I definitely think he's going to get impeached first. I think impeachment is definitely in the cards for next year. He's going to get impeached once, maybe twice. Okay, maybe 3 times if he keeps acting up. Okay, but I definitely think that's going to happen. Impeachment is in his future, no matter what. Okay, and like I said, Mitch McConnell bum at. You had a perfectly good chance to get rid of Donald Trump. Okay, and you blew it. Okay, and you didn't do it. Okay, so history, you're gonna say what a coward you were, and all these Republicans that are in Congress right now that are a bunch of cowards that won't stand up to Donald Trump no matter what. Okay, he's definitely getting impeached. Okay, definitely. Okay, and I just think impeachment is in his future. I can see it happening. Anyway, let me know what you think. Will you think Donald Trump will get impeached, or will you think he'll get impeached twice? I think there's a good chance he may get impeached 3 times, but I definitely think once, maybe twice. Okay, that he's definitely going to get impeached because he's acting like he's a king and he can just be reckless with the law and stuff and ignore the courts. And I think that's going to come up and bite him in the butt. Okay, anyway, in the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Also, have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. We check that out as well. Also, have a link down below to my Patreon. Again, my Patreon $5 a month. Only over 200 videos on there, divided into 5 different categories. I have 5-minute preview clips of all the content that I have there. Follow the link, it'll take you there. Also, have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing my baseball shirt. I sell shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, water bottles, teddy bears for men, for women, unisex stuff. Follow the link, it'll take you to the store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.